Welcome to The Explainer. Let's just jump right into it today, because we're looking at something that is literally shaking up the entire AI landscape right now, OpenWork. We're going to unpack the nuts and bolts of this incredibly powerful automation tool, and we're focusing specifically on exactly how OpenWork agents automate tasks right there on your very own machine.
But first, I have a quick question for you. Are you kind of fed up with paying monthly subscription fees just to have an AI agent help out with your daily workflow? It seems like most of the major players in the market right now have just standardized around this $20 a month gateway just to access their agentic features. But what if that paywall wasn't actually necessary at all?
It's honestly a classic David versus Goliath setup in the AI space right now. On one side, you have Claude Cowork. Now, it's an incredibly capable tool, for sure, but it costs $20 a month and keeps you locked exclusively into Anthropic's models. But then, on the flip side, we have OpenWork. It does the same core job, but it is a completely free open-source desktop application. It lets you just bring your own key, which gives you access to over 50 different models from a whole bunch of different providers. So, here is our roadmap for today. We're covering 1. The automation shift. 2. Connecting models and tools. 3. Executing tasks in the sandbox. 4. Real-world browser automation. And 5. Scaling skills across teams. Section 1. The automation shift. You have to think about the sheer accessibility of these models. OpenWork ships right out of the box with something called OpenCode Zen, meaning you can instantly run models like DeepSeek or QN entirely for free before you even sign into anything. Or, reviewers found that you can just grab a free API key from Google AI Studio and plug in Gemini Flash in under 30 seconds. It's a tool that simply does not ask you for a payment method up front, yet it still allows you to bring your own paid API keys for Anthropic or OpenAI if that's what you prefer to use. Section 2. Connecting models and tools. So, to really understand how OpenWork agents automate tasks, you need to get familiar with the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. Think of an MCP as a plug-and-play translation adapter. It essentially gives the AI its hands. Without it, your AI is basically just a chatbot. But with an MCP, the AI agent can suddenly reach out and talk directly to external tools like Notion, Chrome, Sentry, or Stripe. It can actually read your contexts and execute real actions. The real game changer here is how you actually install these adapters. The old way, which you'll find in paid tools, often requires you to open up these super complex JSON configuration files by hand, figure out the exact formatting, paste in server commands, and reboot everything. One reviewer noted that setting up just 5 tools took them about 20 minutes of digging through docs and tweaking code. The OpenWork way? It's literally just a tile in an extensions tab. You click Connect, it handles the OAuth authorization automatically, and boom, the tool shows up in your agents list. That exact same reviewer got all 5 tools connected in under 3 minutes. Section 3. Executing tasks in the sandbox. It is fascinating to watch how a plain language request turns into a sequence of real actions. Imagine you tell the agent, hey, open this Twitter thread, like all the replies, and extract the user details into a CSV on my desktop. OpenWork maps this out entirely. Step 1, it navigates the browser to the exact URL. Step 2, it actually knows it has to scroll down to load the page properly before it systematically clicks like on every single reply. Step 3, it extracts all that bio data. And finally, Step 4, it physically writes a CSV file right to your local system. It turns a single spoken sentence into a complex, multi-step browser workflow. Now, I know what you're thinking. Handing over control of your computer to an AI sounds a little scary, right? Well, that's exactly where local secure automation comes into play. OpenWork is workspace scoped. You grant it access to a specific folder once, and it operates entirely inside that strict sandbox. And the absolute best part? As it executes a task, you see actions like create, write, or delete appear in line in the chat right as they happen. You aren't just crossing your fingers and reading a log file after the fact. You're watching the plan execute in real time. This means if you don't like what it's doing, you can literally hit a stop button mid-run. And this sandbox isn't just a clever UI trick to make you feel safe. A tech reviewer on YouTube named Reza actually tried to test this. When he prompted the agent to reach outside its designated folder, it didn't just fail silently, or even worse, do it anyway. It asked first. It threw up a dialog box showing the exact path it wanted to access. And when he hit deny, the file was physically never created. It actively blocks unauthorized file creation. Section 4. Real-world browser automation. What we're talking about here is a robust, local sandbox environment that securely takes over your computer to navigate browsers autonomously. Because it is running locally on your machine and leveraging your own connected API keys or entirely free models, it completely avoids those highly expensive specialized computer use APIs that other vendors are out there charging hundreds of dollars for. So what can it actually do? Let's talk about some real capabilities pulled directly from user tests. We've seen users have the agent open a browser, navigate over to Facebook Marketplace, search for couches, and save the data to a local file, setting the whole thing up as a scheduled daily task. Another user simply typed, "Look for the latest video of Mr. Beast on YouTube," and without ever touching the keyboard again, watch the agent open Chrome, search, and navigate right to the video. Reviewers even had it build and visually test a fully playable AI Tetris game. But honestly, here's the most surprising fact. The agent can actually navigate and click its own internal UI settings. A user typed, "Go to Appearance Settings," and the agent used a tool called to open its own menu and switch tabs without the user touching the mouse once. That is wild.
And I really want to put a spotlight on this number 4. According to claims from early testing specifically focused on Chrome integration, OpenWork's browser automation can be up to 4 times faster than Claude's computer use for specific web tasks. Plus, it remains highly token efficient by spinning up a fresh, dedicated browser instance just for the tasks you actually need it for.
Section 5. Scaling skills across teams.
Okay, so you build an amazing workflow. Naturally, you're going to want to share it. OpenWork allows you to package all your local know-how into specific files. You can take your custom agent prompts saved as skills, your markdown formatted custom commands, and all those MCP tool connections you set up, and bundle the whole shebang entirely into one single Cloud Worker link.
Sharing this with a coworker is remarkably straightforward. Step 1, you just generate that single link for your workspace. Step 2, your teammate, who by the way might not be technical at all, just clicks the link to import the template. And step 3, they can instantly run those pre-configured skills and MCPs. They need zero technical knowledge. No terminal commands, no convoluted setup guides. Your team's absolute best automation workflows can move from one single computer to the entire organization in one click. Which brings us to a final, pretty provocative thought. If OpenWork allows you to connect to free models in 30 seconds, automate complex browser tasks securely right on your own machine, and then package and share that exact automation know-how with your entire team via a single link for free, well, is the era of the mandatory $20 monthly AI subscription finally over? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for exploring OpenWork with us today.